Right, so I'm going to give these Brazilian stock car, or sprint cars I think they're called, a bit of a go. I've been advised by a lad I race with in ACC. He actually does his own league, Amigos GT3, check it out. Very friendly league, great bunch of lads, all different skill levels, from newcomers to more experienced people, and what stands out to me is the actual community element of it. Everyone is just kind of friends in sim racing as well, so check that out. But anyway, enough of that. So he advised me to give these a go in AMS2, knowing that I'm a bit of an AMS2 supporter. Now, let me be clear, right? So ACC is my main sim. I'm a big fan of the work they do. I think they model the cars and tracks absolutely brilliantly. The physics obviously needs no explanations. And for me, AMS2 was kind of, I was looking for something that done other cars to such a high quality. And obviously I've got a Assetto Corsa one there. And that's really good. But it is getting a bit dated, but it's still very good, still very relevant, right? So I thought, well, what other sims are there that does really high quality tracks? Some of them are laser scanned, if not all of them. I'm not quite sure on that, but I do know some of them are incredibly true to life. So they may well be laser scanned, like Daytona and stuff. It's very realistic against laser scanned versions of driven. And the cars they have, they are really high quality. The handling, physics, the model, all of that is really good as well. And just engaging drive, right? So I've been going through different cars in AMS2 over the last couple of weeks, or over the last month really. Everything from champ cars to old Formula 1 cars, everything, right? And now this has been recommended to me, and the reason being is because that Amigos League I was talking about. So currently we race GT3s, but we were also thinking about then doing something on Thursday night that was going to be either the BMW M2 in ACC or something in Automobilista. And given Automobilista have either dropped or are about to drop a major update, now I'm on the beta branch, so I probably do have that update. This is the 3rd of July 2022. And that guy Chris was also on the beta updates as well. And he said, give AMS2 a shot, they have improved even more. So that braking and looping that we used to get, so the car would want to rotate and oversteer out of control while braking, that appears to be gone. I just had a bit of a front lock up there, and it was just the front that locked, nothing else. Any oversteer that I'm experiencing now at the moment seems to be coming from the chassis itself, not necessarily the brakes. Now it's worth pointing out that you can still oversteer on brakes with weight shift, and all good simulators will mimic that as the car dives. What I'm talking about in AMS2, there used to be a thing where just the braking behaviour on its own, regardless of the actual suspension pitch and stuff, would cause a lot of oversteer. That was just dropping down to first locking the rear axle, that brought the back of the car around as expected. But on brake performance, or on brake behaviour, was in line with what we'd expect. Just a touch wide there, throttle out of it, a bit of rotation on throttle, perfect. Then the quick left right, get greedy, yeah, it's all good. Car feels really good. These I think they're called sprint cars, and yeah, they're really, really cool. I guess they're like a little stock car, kind of, for the Brazilian motorsport scene. I like the seat position, it's dead in the middle of the chassis. They look kind of like the old Renault Clio, don't they? Sounds are fantastic. We'll do one more lap, but yeah, this is impressive stuff. late on the brakes. Too busy watching my lap time. A bit wide. I have the AI on 100, by the way. I can put it to like 120 and stuff, but I just thought I would bring it back a touch. Oh shit. I just thought I'd bring it back a touch just because I've never driven them before. And this is just a practice session, by the way. It's not a race or anything. Yeah, they're nice to control in the slide as well, which for new people, you know, sometimes they get into sim racing, and the cars are so edgy that, you know, the slightest spin they're out of control and stuff like that. And it's not fun for them, it's not fun for anyone else, because essentially what you've got then is you've got competitors like dropping out of the race, you know, either through crashing or through frustration. Happy to report these cars are actually drivable above the limit. They're controllable. Yeah, they feel great. Oh, that's a dive bomb, Gary. Thankfully it's AI. There's that little control on throttle as well, which I'm talking about. It's the ability to just drive the car and then actually attack. Because there's nothing worse than driving a simulator. I got a bit of trouble. Yeah, there's nothing worse than driving a simulator and you're driving like within this limit, whatever that limit actually is. And like obviously from driving in real life, you know, any that's driven on a track in real life in anger, will recognise that, yeah, you know, of course there's a limit of optimum performance, but above that limit, there's also, you know, it doesn't just drop off completely like some simulators would have you believe. You know, some simulators you cannot get more than 5 degrees out of shape, or else the car will loop no matter what you do. Even if you have big slick tyres and stuff like that. Like, look at this. I mean, that's what it's all about. Yeah, I mean, let's just park this up. But yeah, I mean, this is what it's all about, really. When you're sim racing, you want to be able to have, you know, you want to be able to have fun. You want a car that's accessible to newbies as well. And you want something that even experienced people can have fun in by wrestling around and manipulating the throttle, manipulating a bit of oversteer to help turn it and stuff like that. So a car that has something for everybody. And you also want a car that's going to encourage close racing. So what I mean by that is that they're not hyper fast, like let's say Formula type cars, where if you do have contact, both cars are going to be an absolute wreck at the end of it. Where with these, any contact you're going to have is likely to be just a bit of a door rub, nothing more. So yeah, I have to say, you know, we were talking about having these in one of the leagues on a Thursday night, and I think it would be a good option. They feel like a cross between the M2 and ACC and kind of like the downforce of a GT4 and a GT3, sort of in between. They do feel like nice and controllable, nice to wrestle around, and like I say, there is a bit of play above the limit. So yeah, great cars, and like I say guys, AMS2 is getting better and better all of the time. Highly recommend you give it a look. I've driven AMS2 for other cars just to drive anything else. ACC is still my main sim, I think, but I would happily drive this as well. Every car in AMS2 that I've driven so far has been absolutely fantastic. So yeah, we'll leave it there, and yeah, give them a go.